Welcome back, Warriors. Today isn't just another video. It's the day you decide to shift your mindset. What you're about to hear isn't merely motivation. It's a wake-up call. You see, nothing in life happens just because you think about it. Nothing changes simply because you want it to. You have to try at least once. Maybe you're not the smartest person in the room, or the most beautiful, or the richest, fastest, or most talented. But if you possess discipline, you become unstoppable. Discipline trumps talent. Discipline builds habits. Discipline forges warriors. And warriors win, even when tired, scared, and beaten down. So today we're diving deep. You're going to learn 20 life-altering lessons about self-discipline. This video isn't just to motivate you to build self-discipline. It's designed to boost your English too. You'll learn new vocabulary, better sentence structures, and hone your listening skills, all in one powerful experience. Principle number 1. Self-discipline means keeping promises to yourself. Self-discipline isn't about perfection or always being strong. It's about being honest with yourself. If you say, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, you wake up not because it's easy, but because you made a promise to yourself. Even if it's your birthday, even if it's raining, even if you don't feel like it, discipline means you feel the pain, but you do it anyway. Imagine this. You have a goal to exercise every morning. One day, your alarm goes off. It's dark and cold, and you feel sleepy. You tell yourself, maybe I can skip just today. But then you remember, no, I promised myself, I won't give up. And you get up. That tiny moment when you fight against yourself, that's where your future is created. Cristiano Ronaldo was once asked, do you ever feel like not working out? He said, yes, but I fight that feeling. That's what separates a champion from a dreamer. Lesson number 2 focuses on what you can do right now. Most people lose discipline because their minds are stuck in 2 places. 1, the past. What happened, how much they were hurt, how many times they failed. 2, the future. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail again? What if people laugh? But true discipline lives in the present. Right now, this very moment. What can you do right now to become better? Can you stand up and take a walk? Can you open that book? Can you stop scrolling and just do it? A student failed math last year. His mind said, I'm bad at this. I'll never learn it. But what he missed was this. He could learn just one chapter today. He could ask his teacher just one question today. Discipline isn't about doing everything. It's about doing something right now. And when you repeat that daily, your entire life starts to shift. Lesson number 3. The pain of discipline is better than the pain of regret. This is a truth most people ignore. Both paths have pain, but only one leads to success. You can feel the pain of waking up early, or you can feel the pain of failure later. You can feel the pain of exercising, or the pain of being unhealthy and tired your whole life. You can feel the pain of saying no to distractions, or the pain of regretting wasted time. Think about this. You stay up late watching a movie. You sleep at 2 a.m. You wake up late. You miss your morning goals. You feel lazy, tired. And then what do you say? I wish I had slept earlier. That is regret, and it hurts more than discipline. But imagine instead, you stop watching the movie, you sleep early, you wake up refreshed, you complete your tasks, you achieve your goals, you feel proud. That is discipline. And that pride, that self-respect is priceless. Learn to say no, even when it's hard. Discipline isn't just about what you start doing. It's about what you stop doing. And most people fail at discipline because they don't know how to say this one small word, no. You have to understand this. Saying no isn't rude. Saying no is self-respect. It's self-protection. It says, I respect my time, my energy, and my goals. When friends call you to a random party that doesn't help your future, say no. When someone offers you gossip instead of growth, say no. When your phone wants your attention, but your goals need your action, say no. You see, every time you say yes to something useless, you're saying no to something meaningful. People may not like it. They may say you've changed. Yes, you've changed because you're building something they can't even imagine. Let this sink into your soul. If you don't learn to say no to distractions, you're saying yes to a life you don't want. From today, proudly say no with no guilt, no apologies, because your dreams aren't a joke and your time is gold. 5. Don't tell people your plans. Let your success do the talking. We live in a world where everyone wants to share everything. You start a goal, and the first thing people do is post it and announce it. But discipline doesn't need attention. Discipline needs silence. You don't need to tell the whole world, I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m. Just wake up. Let your results show. You don't need to tell your friends, I've decided to become more focused. Just focus. Let your growth speak louder than your voice. Here's why. Over-talking about your goals give your brain a false reward. You feel good talking about it, so you stop doing it. But real discipline is different. It's silent. It's private. It's sacred. Think about a tree. When it grows its roots, you don't see anything from the outside. But deep underground, something powerful is happening. That's your discipline. When you grow in silence, you're not distracted by applause. You're not worried about opinions. You're free to learn, to rise. And when your results finally show, people will ask, how did you do it? And you'll smile because only you know the battles you silently fought. So, remember this. Be loyal to your goals, not to attention. Don't talk, just work. Let your actions shock the world. 6. Be innocent in your work. Love the process. Most people fail because they're too focused on the reward. They want the money, the fame, the body, the respect, and when it doesn't come quickly, they quit. But discipline isn't about chasing results. It's about loving the process like a child playing, not to win, but for the joy of it. Be innocent in your efforts. Don't worry if people are watching. Don't worry if the progress is slow. Just keep giving your best every day. When you clean, clean as if the room is your temple. When you learn, learn as if the knowledge is gold. When you work, work as if it's your art. Don't always look for the reward because the process is the reward. You don't need to impress anyone. You don't need to compete with anyone. You just need to show up fully, honestly, consistently. That's the real meaning of discipline. Doing the right thing with your whole heart, even when no one is watching. And slowly, something magical happens. You don't just change your results. You change who you are. Because when you love the process, you don't need motivation. You become unstoppable. 7. 1% motivation, 99% discipline. Most people wait for motivation. They say, I'll start working when I feel inspired. I'll start going to the gym when I'm in the mood. I'll study when I feel motivated. But the truth is brutal. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation is a spark. It burns fast and dies quickly. But discipline is your own fire, built with your own hands. If you rely on motivation, you'll succeed for 2 days. If you build discipline, you'll succeed for a lifetime. Ask any champion, ask any legend, ask any master. They'll tell you the same thing. Most days, I don't feel like doing it, but I do it anyway. Discipline is when you show up without the mood. Discipline is when you take action without waiting for the feeling. Discipline is when you say, I don't care how I feel. I care about what I promised. Let this hit your mind hard. You don't just brush your teeth when you're motivated. You don't go to work only when you feel like it. You do it because it's necessary. Now, treat your dreams the same way. Motivation is good to start, but discipline is what finishes the race. 8. Learn something new every day. Discipline isn't just about habits and schedules. It's about growing your mind. It's about becoming a better version of yesterday's you. If you do the same thing every day, think the same thoughts, live the same life, you're not being disciplined. You're just existing. True discipline is the decision to grow. Promise yourself, every day, learn something new. It can be small, a new word, a new idea, a new perspective. But it must be new. And it must be daily because learning keeps your fire alive. It keeps your mind sharp. It keeps you hungry. You don't need a fancy degree to grow. You need curiosity. You need hunger. You need consistency. Ask yourself every night, what did I learn today? And if the answer is nothing, wake up and change your life. Growth isn't always big. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's slow. But when you keep learning day after day, you're building a life that no one can take away from you. Because knowledge is freedom, and discipline is the key that unlocks it. 9. Make decisions from your future self, not your present mood. Discipline is destroyed when we make decisions based on how we feel now, instead of who we want to become. Say that again, slowly. Don't make decisions based on your emotions. Make decisions based on your future. Your present self might want comfort, more sleep, junk food, wasted time. But your future self, your successful, respected, happy, fulfilled version, that version wants effort, overcoming pain, growth, and consistency. So, every time you're about to decide, ask this powerful question: will this help my future self? Because that is what discipline truly is. It's choosing your future self over your present comfort. It says, yes, I'm tired, but I'll still push. It says, yes, this is hard, but I won't quit. It means, maybe I don't see results now, but I'm building something amazing. The truth is, every small decision is a brick in the house of your future. Every time you act with discipline, you're writing the story of your life, not with words, but with choices. Successful people don't always feel strong. They just train their minds to obey the future, not the feelings. So from today, stop asking yourself, do I feel like it? Start asking, does my future self deserve this? And act like the person you want to become. 10. Protect your mornings. Master the first hour of your day. How you start your day is how you shape your life. Discipline starts not at 10 a.m., not after lunch. It starts the moment you open your eyes. If you control your morning, you control your life. But if your morning controls you, you're always one step behind. You wake up, you check your phone, you hit snooze 3 times, you lose. You start your day with chaos and rush, you lose. The first hour of your day is the most powerful hour of your mind. It's like wet cement. Whatever you write on it will last all day. So, write something powerful. Wake up like a warrior. Wake up and remind yourself what you're fighting for. Don't wait for the world to motivate you. Motivate yourself. Read something powerful. Move your body. Plan your day. Reiterate your goals. Even if it's just 15 minutes, make it sacred. Because if you don't own your morning, the world will own your day. And if the world owns your day, you'll always live by accident, not by purpose. Disciplined people don't just wake up early. They wake up with intention. They understand that the morning isn't just a start. It's to become. So, protect your mornings like a lion protects its cubs. Don't let the noise of the world, or even your own laziness, invade that first hour. Dedicate that time to you, and you'll slowly turn your whole life into yours. 11. Don't wait for perfection. Discipline starts with what you have. One of the biggest lies that stops people is this: I'll start when everything is ready. No, you won't. Because nothing will ever be perfect. You'll never feel 100% ready. You'll never have all the confidence, all the time. Winners don't wait for perfection. They start with broken tools. They start when things are messy. They start with fear in their chest and doubt in their head. But they start. Discipline isn't a perfect plan. It's doing what you can with what you have right now. You have 10 minutes, use it. You have one old book, read it. You have a body, move it. You have pain, turn it into power. Because here's the truth. You don't need a perfect start. You just need a strong heart. Think of all the people you admire. They didn't wait. They built their future with broken bricks. Don't let your excuses sound smarter than your dreams. Don't say, I'll do it later, because later never comes. Say, I'll do what I can now. That's discipline. Not perfection, but persistent action, even when the world isn't ideal. And believe this, when you start with less, your success becomes more powerful. 12. Set rules for yourself and follow them like laws. Discipline becomes easier when you have boundaries. The problem is, most people live without rules. They just react to life. They don't direct it. Here's the key. Set your own rules. Write them down. Respect them. And follow them as if they're unbreakable laws. Set a rule. I don't eat after 9 p.m. I don't check social media until my work is done. I write my goals every night before sleeping. I don't sleep unless I complete my task of the day. Now, here's the powerful part. These rules aren't for the world. They're for you, and they build self-trust. Every time you follow your own rules, your mind says, now I believe you. You're serious. And that belief becomes confidence, and that confidence becomes motivation, and that motivation becomes power. But if you break your own rules, you lose that trust. Your mind says you don't mean what you say. So, don't just write goals, write rules. Live by them. Discipline becomes stronger when it's guided by your own system. You don't need 100 rules. Even 5 strong, personal rules can change your life. Because discipline isn't just about action. It's about alignment. Make your actions match your vision. 13. Replace I can't with I must. Honestly, most people are slaves to their language. They say, I can't wake up early, can't stop scrolling, can't focus. And then they live by those words. No, replace it with power. I must wake up early. I must control my mind. I must change my life. Not because it's easy, not because it's fun, but because the future demands it. I can't is an excuse. I must is a command. Let this sink in. Your mind listens to your words more than anything else. So, when you say, I must, your brain prepares for battle. Your body stands up. Your spirit awakens. Start talking to yourself like a champion, not a victim, not a quitter, not a weak version of yourself. Say it loud. I must become disciplined because my future depends on it. And once you change your words, you'll change your actions. And once your actions change, your whole life will start to rise. 14. Acknowledge your mistakes, but never sit in shame. Use it as fuel. One of the biggest signs. The mark of a disciplined person is this. They acknowledge when they make a mistake, not because they're weak, but because they're strong enough to face their own truth. Most people run from their mistakes. They lie to themselves. They blame others. But discipline begins when you say, this is my fault, and I'm going to fix it. It's easy to appear strong by pretending everything's perfect. But real strength is saying, I messed up, but I won't stop here. Your past doesn't define you, but denying it does. The more you pretend to be okay, the longer you stay stuck. But the moment you admit, I was wrong, I was lazy, I broke my promise, I let myself down, something magical happens. You reclaim your power. Why? Because now you're not hiding in the shadows anymore. You're stepping into the light. And once you're in the light, you can grow. So acknowledge your failures loudly, but then say, I won't live in this mistake. I will rise from it. Because the people who keep walking after they stumble are the people who eventually fly. And the people who face their truth are the people who ultimately find their freedom. Make it a habit to follow your routines even when you don't feel like it. Especially then. Discipline doesn't show its true strength when you're excited. It shows when you're exhausted, frustrated, empty, unmotivated. That's the moment. That's the battleground. That's where warriors are made. A weak person says, not today. The strong person whispers, it's hard, but I promise myself. You see, your routine is your training ground. Every time you follow your routine, you're rebuilding your mind, little by little, just like muscles get stronger under pressure. Yes, you'll get tired. Yes, you'll want to quit. But every time you follow your routine, despite your mood, you're telling the world, I control my life, not my laziness, not my moods, not my weaknesses. And that's how empires are built, not in moments of motivation, but in moments of discipline without emotion. Wake up when you said you would. Read what you promised yourself. Eat what fuels you. Do the boring, the hard, the lonely thing. Because every day you follow your routine, you build something no one can take away. Unshakable self-respect. People want self-love, self-worth, confidence, but they don't understand the secret. It's born from routine. So follow it every day, because that's where your transformation lives. Stop escaping your thoughts. Learn to sit in silence. In today's world, everyone's addicted to escaping. Music, phones, moving, noise, anything to avoid silence. But discipline requires the opposite. You have to sit with your thoughts. You have to learn to listen to your mind. Why? Because in silence, the truth speaks. In silence, you hear your pain, your patterns, your excuses. You understand why you give up, why you repeat cycles, why you sabotage yourself. Most people never grow because they never slow down enough to listen. But when you choose silence, even for just 10 minutes a day, you stop running from your truth. You start observing. You start noticing. You start realizing. You start waking up. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Your mind will scream at you. Check your phone. Do something. Anything but just sit. Breathe. Let the discomfort rise, and then something incredible happens. You start separating yourself from your chaos. You realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer, the controller of your soul. And when you reach that level of awareness, discipline becomes easier because now you can see the game because the silence isn't empty. It's filled with the answers you're looking for. Learn to delay gratification and become dangerous. This is a secret few understand. Discipline is the art of waiting, of choosing later. We live in a world where everyone wants fast money, fast bodies, fast fame. But the disciplined, they train their minds to say, not now. I will wait. I will build. I will earn it slowly. This is the characteristic of every master. They don't need instant pleasure. They focus on long-term greatness. You eat junk food, you feel good now, suffer later. You skip the work, relax now, pay later. But when you train yourself to delay pleasure, something rare happens. You become untouchable. While others chase quick highs, you're building lasting success. While others quit after a week, you're still grinding in month 6. You don't live like the crowd because you're not ordinary. You are a builder of silent storms, a calm warrior. And the ability to wait, to endure now, reward later, is your superpower. So next time you want a shortcut, remind yourself that greatness doesn't rush, and neither will I delay gratification. Embrace the boredom. Train in the dark, because when the time comes, you'll be unstoppable. Accept that not everyone will understand your journey, and still walk it. One of the most painful truths of a disciplined life is this. Not everyone will applaud you. Friends might call you boring. Your family might not understand your routines. People might mock your silence, your seriousness, your sacrifices. But hear this deeply. They don't need to understand. You need to be committed. You're not here to be liked. You're here to grow. And evolution is lonely. Discipline is lonely. But it's worth it. Let them laugh. Let them question. Let them live in their comfort zones. You are building a new world. You are rising when no one is watching. You are sacrificing when no one is cheering. And that is the difference between the ordinary and the legendary. You will outgrow people. You will lose connections. But you will gain something priceless, a life that feels aligned, a life that feels honest, a life that feels like yours. So keep walking, with or without their applause. Because one day they will ask, how did you do it? And you will smile silently. Because while they were watching, you were walking. Protect your energy like gold, because it is. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they spend their energy on the wrong things. They waste their fire on arguments, on proving themselves, on pleasing people, on things that in 5 years from now, even 5 minutes from now, won't even matter. You see, every time you say yes to something meaningless, you're saying no to your future. Every time you scroll endlessly, argue pointlessly, gossip carelessly, you're draining your energy, your mind, your motivation. So ask yourself daily, is this adding value to my life or subtracting from it? Is this helping me grow or just keeping me busy? Successful people don't just manage their time. They manage their focus, their space, and most importantly, their energy. They know that not everyone deserves access to them. Not every message needs a reply. Not every opinion deserves your reaction. And not every invitation deserves a yes. Because your energy is your currency. And every day, you're either spending it on things that build your future or wasting it on things that slowly destroy it. You want to grow? Stop engaging with toxic people. Stop feeding distractions. Start protecting your peace like a treasure chest. Because the more you protect your energy, the more power you create. And creation is the heart of discipline. So next time something grabs your attention, ask yourself, is this worth igniting my fire for? Because once your fire is gone, so is your growth, your focus, your discipline. Protect it, honor it, live by it. Have unwavering faith in yourself. Love yourself loudly and think like a leader. This is the most powerful step, the final step, the step that binds everything else together. Because without this habit, no routine, no discipline will last. You must, With every fiber of your being, believe that you are worthy. Even when no one else believes in you. Even when everyone doubts you. Even when you've failed 100 times. You must be the voice that whispers, I still believe in me. Because without self-belief, your journey will always feel impossible. You'll take 2 steps forward and retreat in shame. You'll start something beautiful and abandon it as soon as it gets hard. You'll shrink every time life gets loud. But when you start loving yourself loudly, when you say in the mirror, I'm not broken, I'm becoming, when you replace I can't with I will, when you fill your mind with thoughts like, I am capable, I am healing, I am strong, that's when real transformation happens. You become your own light. You stop begging others to see your worth, because you finally see it yourself. Yes, it's hard. Yes, the world will challenge you. Yes, you'll feel alone sometimes. But even on those days, look back at yourself and say, I may not be there yet, but I'm not who I was yesterday. Self-belief becomes your fuel. Self-love becomes your armor. And you, those positive, powerful thoughts, they become the bridge between where you are and where you belong. So speak life into your journey. Say it every day. I am strong. I am focused. I am growing. I don't quit. Because when your mind believes in you, your heart will follow. And when your heart believes, your actions rise. And when your actions rise, your whole life begins to change. Self-discipline isn't just about habits. It's about respecting yourself enough to fight for your future. And now, a final word to you. Yes, you reading this. This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Now. You've spent years waiting for motivation, for someone to push you, for life to finally get easier. But you don't need easy. You need truth. And the truth is, you already have everything inside you. Every step you just read, every word, it was written for the fighter in you. For the version of you that wants more, dreams bigger, is tired of surviving, and is ready to live bravely, completely free. This isn't just a motivational video. It's a wake-up call. It's a mirror. It's your sign to stop wasting time, to stop shrinking, to stop doubting. You are here for something greater. You were born to do so much more. And if you have the discipline to show up day after day, even when it's dark, even when it's lonely, your life will become unrecognizable. Not just because of the success, but because of who you will become. So if this shook your soul, if this opened your eyes, if even one word felt like it was written for you, don't stop here. Subscribe to our channel, not just to learn English, but to become the most powerful, the most clear, the most unbreakable version of yourself. Here, we don't just teach language. We teach life, discipline, growth, belief, and becoming unstoppable. Your journey starts now, and we are walking with you. Start rising and never give up. Your future self is cheering for you. Don't let them down. Let's go.